Hi everyone, my name is Mallory and welcome to my YouTube channel, Graceful Pilates. This video is the first in my new series, Level 1 Mat Pilates. I do have optional weights today. These are 3 pounds each. I got them from Amazon. If you do not have any hand weights, that's okay. This is a 30-minute full body workout using optional weights. If not, just body weight will be plenty for this workout. Let's get started. Just as a side note to mention, I am on an extended mat that I got from Balance Body for my Allegro 2. I am not doing any standing series, so if you do not have an extended mat like this and you just have a yoga mat, you can completely do this workout just fine. So, to begin, laying down supine. I'm going to place these out of the way. Hopefully they don't roll away. Good. Okay, so laying down supine, aka back on that mat. Hands down straight by your sides. Take a deep breath in. Feel that in your lower pelvic region, going slowly rising into your lower ribs. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Neutral spine, make sure that those feet are planted. Exhale. Again, in through the nose for 3 seconds, then out through the mouth for 7. And out. Beautiful. Okay, so grab those weights if you do have them. Down by your sides. Both legs go tabletop, so that just means that your legs are 90. Since you are going to be starting with toe taps, your legs are not going to be glued together during this exercise. Just make sure that you have a nice solid tabletop. You can periodically check your form if you need to. You do not want your legs going too high up or lowering too much. You want a nice solid tabletop. Okay, so to begin with toe taps, so one leg lowers by the knee with just your big toe touching that mat, okay? So, for a count of 8 on each side, nice toe taps. Try to get comfortable with how that feels. You really want to make sure that your lower back is not doing the work here. It is your lower abs that are doing the work. Good job. Just 3 more on each side. Staring straight ahead, up at the ceiling. 1 more on each side. Now for this next one, you can either do a march where 1 at a time lowers, or you can glue those legs together in that tabletop and both your toes will tap that mat. If you notice that your lower back is compensating, just go down a couple of inches, then return. It's really important that you have good form so that it focuses on those abs. Zip up those abs, lengthen those collarbones, lengthen that neck. Halfway there. Two more. And done. Okay, lower arm down for a second. Now, for this next part of the ab series, a little warm up, if you will, you have a couple of options. you can either have your legs out straight for a long leg reach, or you can have your legs in tabletop. Up to you. Either way, an 8 count to pulse. Head stays lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower arm down. Now, for a one leg reach, both legs are going to go tabletop. Grab those hand weights by your side. If you do not have neck issues, you are going to lift that upper head and grab one knee at a time as the other one straightens. See if you can stay lifted the entire time. Already halfway there for a count of 8. Two more on each side. Good. Lower on down. Take a deep breath. Now I know I kept saying grab the hand weights, but now really grab those hand weights. Okay. Neutral spine. Feet nice and planted. You can either have your arms going out by your sides as you lift up for a roll up, trying to make sure that those knees do not sway into each other like that, or you can have your hands to your chest, maybe crossed, however feels nice for your body this morning. Is just one roll up so that you can transition into the side lying series. So carefully roll on up. One vertebrae at a time. Cool. Okay, so you will only need one hand weight for now. Start with laying on your right hand side with the hand weight reachable. Legs are going to be bent and stacked. Your back is going to go towards the back of the mat. Knees are going to be bent towards the front of the mat. You're going to be on your forearm. Do not let your shoulder go past your elbow. Hold it there. Grab with your left arm or your top arm your weights. Place it on your hip where your hip naturally divots for a clam. Feet are going to stay touching at the sides. Only lift at those knees. Do not hunch into that right arm. Halfway there. Hold it on this next one. Good. Lower on down. Now, for a modified abduction series, you have two options. You can either stay with your legs bent and stacked as so, lifting your arm and just wrapping it around your side as so, or you can lift on up onto a modified side plank. For a modified side plank, you can either be laying on your side forearm or lift on up onto your palm. Top arm or top leg will stay straight. Bottom leg will be lowered, and same exact movement where you lift that top arm and bring it on over. Up to you, whatever feels nice today. Just keep in mind you're doing it to the other side as well. Okay, halfway there. Towards that midline, and then lifting. As you lift, don't let that arm go past that shoulder. Good. Lower back, on, down. If you have a yoga ball or a block, grab it for the sideline series, for the single leg kick series. Lay on down. If you have something supporting your head and neck, you can grab it with your lower arm, in this case, your right arm. Legs go straight. Place that hand weight with your top arm onto your hip. Top leg is the only one that's going to be moving, starting with parallel feet. Just lift and lower for 8 count. Again, keep those feet flexed in parallel. 3 more before we pulse. Make sure those legs are straight and stacked. Don't let your neck hunch, staring straight ahead. On this next one, hold it out and just pulse 1 inch up and down. Don't forget to breathe. Good. Now, external rotation, so toe is going to point toward that ceiling, heel is angled towards that floor, same movement. Lowering and lifting, trying to create that external lateral rotation. Feel it in those ITBMs. Halfway there. One more, hold it out, just pulse. Good, now pigeon toe. So on this next one, your heel is going to be angled towards the ceiling and your toes are going to be pointed towards that floor. Same movement for another 8. Keep that same tension. Good. Lower all the way down. Okay, on to the other side. For the first portion, the yoga block is going to be on the way. Still using 1 hand weight. For the first part, left forearm out in front of you. Do not let that shoulder go past that elbow. Back goes towards the back of that mat. Legs are bent, hips are stacked, knees are stacked. Right arm or your top arm is going to grab that hand weight, place it on your hip for it clams for an 8 count. Good, lower arms down. Now again, what you did to one side, please try to do it to the other side. So you can either have your legs staying bent, laying on your forearm, and you lift that arm, not letting that arm go past that shoulder, and going towards the midline, swooping, and then turning back up. Or, again, if you did a modified full side plank, then do that again here, where the bottom leg stays bent, top leg straightens out. Arm nice and lifted and goes towards the midline. Returning to start for a count of 8. Halfway there. One more. Beautiful. Slowly lower all the way down. Now onto the side. Lying leg work on the other side. So, long legs, head stacked with those legs. Bottom arm can grab that yoga block, or if you don't have one, use your lower arm, forearms, support your neck and your head. Your right hand is going to grab that hand weight, place it on your hip. Feet are parallel, legs are straight, top leg, or in this case, the right leg, lowers and lifts. Staying parallel the entire time. For a count of 8. Try to keep those legs stacked the entire time. Just 2 more. On this next one, externally rotate those toes towards the ceiling for another count of 8. Pulse it out. Okay, now pigeon toe. Slowly lower and lift. One more. And pulse it out. Just a couple of inches. Good. Lower on down. Good job. Okay. So, done with that yoga block. Grab that other hand weight for the kneeling series. So, place both knees on that mat, hip distance apart. On those palms, do not let those shoulders go past those wrists. Tuck in that stomach, zip up those abs. Right hand is going to grab hand weight in front of you. Your right hand is going to lift as your left leg lifts. So opposite leg and hand or lift, pulse, and then lower on down before going in the opposite direction. Pulse and then back down. Just doing a count of 8 for this 4-point kneel. Really feel that movement. Already halfway there. Okay, just 3 more on each side. One more. Good. Okay. Now for a child's pose. Whew. Okay. Now, on to the seated series. So, grab both hand weights, sit on that booty, heels on that mat, feet otherwise are nice and lifted. You're about hip distance apart. You're gonna be hinged at your back. One hand on each side grabs that hand weight to begin with some Pilates hugs. So, hands are going to have a micro bend out by your sides and then wrapping around those legs in front of you, keeping chest height, staring straight ahead, micro bend in those elbows the entire time. Halfway there. Beautiful. Hold it there. 3, 2, and 1. Lower on down. Okay, now palms facing that ceiling, elbows tucked in by your sides, serving that tray. So arms go out long, forearms facing that ceiling, staring straight ahead. Halfway there. One more, hold it on out, just pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower on down. Okay, now arms go out straight, alternating bicep curl. One arm at a time for a count of 8, already halfway there. Keeping that hinge in that back, staring straight ahead. 2 more on each side. Good. Now, modified goalpost with T shape, just pulse up for a count of 8. Good, hold it, hold it, hold it, and lower. Now, onto a seated spinal rotation. Both arms are going to go long, palms facing each other. Right arm goes to make a modified L, then L in the other direction. Returning to start. A nice spinal rotation. Already halfway there, just doing 6. One more on each side. Beautiful, lower on down. Okay, now you can crisscross those legs or you can go into another kneel, up to you. Grab both of those hand weights for a tricep press. Arms tucked in by your sides, palms facing each other. Lift those arms up, hinge a little bit forward. Just bend out those elbows. Forearms stay tucked in between that head the entire time. Halfway there. 3, 2, 1, and lower. A lot of times a tricep press, your hands will be interlaced, which is great, but that is a unilateral movement, and having that bilateral movement where both arms equally have to do the weight is a nice little challenge. Okay, done with those hand weights, just ending now with the prone series. So, lay on down onto that stomach, nice and slowly. Forearms tucked in by your sides, head to the mat. Just lift your head a couple of inches, still facing that mat for 3 breaths. One more. Okay, lower all the way back down. Now on this next one, see if you can lift your head and full extension of those arms into a swan. Otherwise, if that is too much for your arms today, just lift those forearms and that head. Otherwise, try to do that full swan for a nice thoracic extension. Staring straight ahead for 4 breaths. Micro bend in those elbows. If you're doing a swan, don't let those shoulders get too high. Great. Lower arm down. Place one forearm on top of each other in front of you. Head goes onto that forearm for one leg at a time to bend behind you for a single leg kick. Your quads are not lifting. This is just a cool down. Four more on each side. Squeeze as you lift that leg and lower. 2 more on each side. Good, okay. For this last one, you have a couple of options. Forearms are still going to stay in front of you, down, or you can have them down by your sides, up to you. This is just a bit more comfortable. You are going to either have your legs staying glued down to that mat and just squeeze those heels together and then return to opposite sides of that mat. Otherwise, if you can, lift those legs and squeeze those heels together for a count of 8. Halfway there. On this next one, hold that squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower on down into that mat. Okay, that completes today's full body 30-minute level 1 mat class. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.